Welcome, my dear learners. I am Dr. Rasmeet Kaur Malhi, Assistant Professor, Department of Management at the Bhopal School of Social Sciences. In this video, we will be talking about the Equal Employment Opportunity Policy. All the employers are required to create a workplace that is free from discrimination and harassment. But the first step is preventing these behaviors and is being aware of what is considered unacceptable. The Indian Constitution encapsulates social safeguard measures for all the citizens of India in Article 15 and Article 16. Article 15 mandates the prohibition of discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth, whereas Article 16 mandates equal opportunity in the matters of public employment. An equal opportunity policy is a formal manifesto that sets out an organization's commitment to fairness. It also lays down the guidelines on how it will deal with the issues that contravene these guidelines. The equal opportunity policy of the organization does not have to be long and complicated. It applies to job applicants, employees, co-workers, managers, directors, and contract workers. Offering training, development, guidance, and even job shadowing or mentoring on a non-discriminatory basis is an example of equal opportunity at the workplace. The EEO is important because it sets the baseline for how people should treat each other at work. But really, it is up to each employer to create a culture that doesn't accept any kind of discriminant behavior. The Equal Employment Opportunity Act implemented by the federal government applies to private employers, labor organizations, employment agencies, and educational institutions under states and federal governments. The key behavior that the Equal Employment Opportunity laws are designed is to prevent discrimination and harassment. Discrimination. It is treating someone less favorably, either directly or indirectly, than another person in a similar situation, unless the treatment is based on a genuine occupational requirement or qualification. Workplace discrimination can occur when recruitment and selecting staff, when determining the terms, conditions, and benefits offered as part of employment, when the work environment is hostile, when determining who receives training and what sort of training is to be offered, when determining who is considered and selected for transfer, promotion, retrenchment, or dismissal. Discrimination covers a wide range of areas, which includes age, gender, parental status, pregnancy or breastfeeding, disability or impairment, political beliefs, national or ethnic origin, sexual orientation or activity, marital status, criminal record, physical features and color, race, religion, beliefs or activities, HIV/AIDS, hepatitis C, and any kind of a medical history, and trade union association. Discriminations can be of two types: direct and indirect discrimination. A direct discrimination occurs when you are treated differently and worse than someone else because of who you are, whereas an indirect discrimination occurs when a condition, that is, a physical barrier, policy, procedure, practice, selection or admission criteria, rule or requirement prevents a person with a disability on a relative or an associate of a person with a disability from doing something. Now, talking about harassment, it is any behavior that is not wanted or asked for and not returned. It is likely to humiliate, embarrass, offend, or intimidate a person. Harassment is based on personal characteristics, whether they are actual or assumed. The intention is irrelevant, but the harassment may occur even when there was no intention of causing offense. Now, talking about the rights and responsibilities of the executive, managers, and directors at workplace. The EEO policy asserts certain responsibilities for the personnel, starting with the first one. It should ensure fair workplace practices. Executive managers and directors are responsible for effective enforcement and management under the Act through companies' policies and practices. Second, they should consult employees about the decisions that affect them. The executive, managers, and directors should make sure that the employees are aware of implications of a decision that could affect them. Doing so will lead to clarity among the workers on these issues. The aforesaid personnel should also take a viewpoint of the employees. It will lead to all the elevations of fear and confusion occurring due to some issues between the employees and employers. It will also encourage employees to stay focused on their job. The third one, it should give equal right to all the employees. Employees at managerial and supervisory levels must be fair and award equal consideration to all the employees. They must build a mechanism to judge the quality of performance and other attributes of personal integrity, high level of skills, etc., so that any discrimination of any sort is averted. The fourth point, it provides opportunities for employees to brainstorm with diverse workforce. Employees may have different issues and concerns due to discrimination at the workplace. Managerial and supervisory personnel should create a platform to facilitate opportunities for different classes in the workforce. For this, the employers should engage in the interactive discussions with employees in designing the appropriate platform. This is likely to help both the employers and employees to address issues without compromising the stake of either of the party. The fifth point, to ensure diversity in employment. Employers should be aware that diversity in the workforce is good, but making the diversity one of the principles of hiring should build a hiring strategy accordingly. They must make sure that the employees are aware that hiring criteria is based on merit, skills, competencies, and no other consideration. Make the norms clear to avoid confusion and give clarity to employees. The sixth point, to ensure legal compliance while hiring. It is important to be in the compliance with the rules under the Equal Employment Opportunity Act while hiring. Personnel at the managerial or supervisory level must not show any discrimination with the hiring applicants. For example, assume a woman applies for a job and rejecting the woman application based on the concern that she may eventually take family and maternity leave would be a violation under this act. Now, talking about the Equal Employment Opportunities Policy's benefit to all the employees. Equality with respect to employment opportunity is a fundamental right and must be implemented for every aspect of work life. Equal opportunity encompasses equality in access to jobs, promotions, and other opportunities in associations, corporations, and non-profit organizations. The EEO Act protects the employees and the job applicants against discrimination on the basis of an individual's national origin, color, race, religion, sex, age, disability, or genetic information. Now moving on to the benefits of the Equal Employment Opportunity Policy to businesses. First is staff retention. Diversity policies adopted in the consideration of EEO Act leads to trust between the employers and employees and will encourage committed and loyal employees. This will help the employers to retain the skilled and competent workers. Second, greater business productivity. The EEO compliance leads to mutual trust between the employers and employees. Because of this, employees will stay focused on their jobs, in turn increasing the productivity. The third one, better way of recruitment. Transparent hiring policy coupled with the compliance of the law help the employers attract higher quality workers from different sections of society based on merit. Encouraging diversity among the workforce ensures that people belonging to one particular race, color, national origin would not be dominant. Thus, to conclude, the Equal Employment Opportunity Act is beneficial to both the employers and employees. By ensuring compliance with this law, the employers can boost employees' morale and goodwill and make the workplace more productive. Thank you.